Yeah, come on, brother. Abdul Hakim, you had a move in basketball yesterday. I saw that. It was good. But Abdul Hakim is, he has answers. I know that. But how good the answers are, mashallah, how tall are you? 6'1"?
Yeah.
Pass you by 1 inch, maybe 2. What do you think of sincerity? What comes to your mind when you say you're sincere?
Having good intention.
Good intention. What does that mean? You have good intention with whom?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
With Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what does that mean?
You do it for His sake only.
Hasan, for His sake only. And what's the return?
You either get good hasanat or...
Ahsan, khalas, jazakallahu khairan, wonderful. Sincerity meaning you are expecting rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. And if it comes from people, then that's a plus. You're not looking for it, but that's a plus. But normally, when you are sincere, only you want it from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So sincerity does not mean honesty, and it does not mean focus. Sincerity is like, I am in the prayer, I don't care who's there, I'm not showing off to anyone, I'm not expecting anything from anyone, I need the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is condition number 1 for accepting your deeds. What's condition number 2? Math boy. What's condition number 2? When you do a deed, in order for you to get hasanat, which qualifies you to Jannah, you have to have another condition. So sincerity by itself is not good. A lot of people do things wrong, and they tell you, my intention is good. We don't care about your intention if you don't have another condition. According to the Sunnah, good answer, but I need explanation. Hadiya, what is according? What do you mean when you say according to the Sunnah? Ahsanti, like what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did. Like what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did. So you have to have something has to be in our religion you can do, and you have sincerity. These 2 conditions have to be there. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells you don't do something, and you have good intention and you go do it, it's rejected. Why? Because you're missing the sunnah part. It's not something Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to do. And if you're doing something good, but you're not doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's also rejected. So you go pray 2 rak'ah duha, you just want to show off in front of the students. You're doing something good because it's sunnah, but it's not for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You get 0 for that. This is so major that you have to really understand it and always think about it. There is a hadith that people misunderstand called إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. Actions are by intentions. Actions, intention. It's giving you the 2 conditions. Actions have to be according to the Sunnah, intention for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But how do people understand it? They focus on the intention and forget the action. So for example, someone sends a video that has a wisdom in it, something really beneficial. But in the video, there are people not dressed properly, obvious haram. And then when you advise them, they say, Sheikh, the intention is for such and such. Good intention. Good intention, but bad action. Do you know something that I received? Actually, somebody pointed out, one of the shuyukh said, when someone takes a haram look, opposite gender, that's a sin, right? When you give something, a picture or something on the internet, that is how many sins? Take a guess.
read
Loud,
it?
loud.
The number of sins of how many people read it?
MashaAllah. Beautiful answer. The number of the sins people get looking at it. And some of them might look at it not because they want to look, because you send them something and they don't know what's in it. They click on it and there it is. They already looked. Even if they stop looking, they're forgiven for that look. But you're not, because you sent it. So you can get millions of haram looks by a click of a button. So it's like you spend your life looking at haram. That's equivalent to that. How many people look at the things that you send? So yeah, it may sound so cute to push the button and send it, but boy, are you collecting sins, and you wonder why your life is miserable and why your dua is not accepted, and why, and when you ask him all kind of questions and you are collecting by tons of sins daily when you have no idea where it came from. It's like good deeds. The day of judgment you come and you find mountains of good deeds. And you wonder, where did it come from? Oh, it is from your son doing such and such. It is from your students who are doing such and such, because you taught them that and you showed them the right thing and they were doing it. So you're reaping the fruit. The same thing with sins. You show someone something haram. Let's say I showed him a picture. He's my good friend. This good friend to me went and showed it to his friend, and his friend to his friend, and all of a sudden it's viral everywhere, that picture. I initiated the haram. I get the sins of everyone else, even though I showed it to him only. But I'm the one who started it. Same thing with the word. Same thing with the lie. Same thing with the backbite. Same thing with everything you do. Evil produces evil and you get it. And good produces good and you get it, and that's